Okay, we're going to be making this end table here for the Wood 2 project. So the legs are going to be the first step. The legs are 28. We're going to cut a piece of wood at 30 inches, give ourselves a little bit of extra room to work with. To do that, we're going to start with a rough cut 2x6 like this. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 30. So I'm just going to make a mark at 30. This is a rough cut. And I'm going to use a skill saw to do that. When we use a skill saw, we're going to have one piece dangling off on one side. We're going to use 2 hands on that skill saw, and we're going to cut through. We're not going to hold this piece and try to catch it. We're just going to let it drop to the ground. And we'll do that again. And we'll do 2 cuts at 30. Next, we'll go to the joiner and joint a face and an edge on that. So now we're going to plane these down to 1 3/8 of an inch. So right now these boards measure at 1 7/16. So I'll get the plater set for 1 7/16 and get it down to 1 3/8. So what I'll do is dial me in for 1 7/16. So program 1.4375. Okay, so now I got these boards 1 3/8. I'm going to rip these down, jointed edge against the fence. I'm going to rip this down to 1 7/16, which is 1/16 bigger than 3/8. And then I'm going to go back to the joiner. I'm going to joint the other end, other face at, or make it nice and flat. So I'm always going to have a jointed edge against the fence. So I'm going to dial it in at 1 7/16. is these burn marks from the table saw. So these burn marks from the table saw need to get removed, and the way I'm going to do that is go back to the planer, which is still set for 1 3/8 of an inch, and take those off. So that'll leave me a square with no table saw marks, and we'll have a square at 1 3/8 by 1 3/8. Right now it's a rectangle at 1 7/16 by 1 3/8. All right, the last thing I'm gonna do to these legs is square up one edge and cross cut them all to 28 inches. So I'm done there. My legs are done at 28 inches long and 1 3/8 by 1 3/8 with no table saw marks.